of the year.
Chargers ran a little pick play down here. Now watch it here. Watch Caravello. You can see him slide out here. There's a pick going on in there. And as a result, the linebackers get knocked off of each other because of the pick play. You see Caravello going out, tight end. The other one is Parker going back outside. That little pick play allowed him to get open underneath.
They're bringing out the chains, Dan. It's close enough where they'll put it down again and take another look. They better get down on the ground. If it's that close, give it to them. They do.
Dan Henning, one time a quarterback here for the San Diego Chargers in his youth, mentioned to us the other day, he's looking at that international league and how much fun it is to play football. He says he wouldn't mind going back into a senior league if they invented one for older players.
Well, he's feisty. He could probably still play. Dana Brinson stays in. He's suffering from a neck injury. Didn't know if he would play today, but on 1st and goal at the 9, he's in. And McMahon looks at him, and it's incomplete. Reichenbach, the linebacker, was covering Brinson that time, and McMahon had to unload it. And Brinson is really hurting now.
What the Chargers are doing on several occasions, especially when they feel that they're going to get a heavy pressure from the Eagles' defense, is they'll leave their tight end, Arthur Cox, in the game in terms of blocking. He'll sit back there and help out that offensive line, take some pressure off of Reggie White rushing in.
Let me explain the situation. Dana Brinson has a neck injury. Darren Nelson has a hamstring injury, both are third down players. They didn't know whether to make one inactive, so they kept them both and said they would alternate them. 13th play of the drive. It's 2nd and goal from the 9. A little delay. To the 7-yard line goes Dana Brinson. Al Harris made the stop.
Tim, one thing that happens as an offense when you get down near the goal line is things speed up a great deal. And if you try to run delays like that little lag draw that the Chargers just tried to run, you can't really be successful with that down close to the goal line because, again, everything speeds up along that offensive and defensive line. You take that much time trying to get to the line of scrimmage, you're bound to meet somebody from the defense.
San Diego ranks 26th in the league in total offense. They're 3 for 3 on third down conversions in this drive. It's 3rd goal at the 7. McMahon, timing pattern. Inside the 5, touchdown Anthony Miller. There is a flag. Hold on. It's against Philadelphia. The touchdown will stand.
Roughing the passer, number 37 defense.
Quarterback a little late.
6 points, 15 yards on the kickoff.
With 8:53 remaining first quarter, the San Diego Chargers have opened the eyes of Buddy Ryan and the Eagles.
That penalty, as you probably heard, was roughing the quarterback. A little late hit there on Jim McMahon.
Chris Barr comes on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and it's 7-0 Chargers. A perfect strike to Anthony Miller.
The Volvo 240 has built a reputation for surviving accidents, and we at Subaru have always been impressed by that. So we gave the new Subaru Legacy wagon unibody construction, like the Volvo 240. But unlike the 240, the Subaru Legacy is available with full-time four-wheel drive and anti-lock brakes. Because the best way to survive an accident is not to get into one.
Looks like Daddy's bringing home the barbecue. A big sack of McDonald's McRib sandwiches. Grilled pork and that sassy sauce. Tempting, huh? Like a barbecue in a bun without the bones. And with a big icy Coke, it's, well, you're only human, huh, Daddy? Chomp. The good time, great taste of McDonald's McRib for a limited time. Only at McDonald's.
If you feel life's more interesting when you make a splash,
it's the right here now.
If you feel a great beer starts with great water.
It's the right beer now.
Because you're the kind of person who likes to get to the bottom of things. Call for the Silver Bullet, the one that won't slow you down.
Coors Light, it's the right beer now.
What happened on the touchdown plays, you're going to see Anthony Miller here come in motion, a little doodad motion, and come back out, make the nice one-handed grab there and beat William Frizzell, number 33, for the touchdown. Now watch this one-hand stab here. This is beautiful. This is the way you draw it up. And if you can get a wide receiver to do that with one hand, you're in business. Now watch that little move there. See, that's the thing that really got him in the end zone. After he made the one-hand stab, then he makes a great run after that.
Chris Barr to kick off. To Henry Williams and Anthony Edwards. It's Edwards at the 9-yard line. And the Chargers are flying high after a 4-yard return. The tackle made by Marion Butts. So Randall Cunningham will come on to lead the Philadelphia attack. Hitting 54% of his passes, 13 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. You can see that on these numbers. 5th in the NFC. He's also the leading rusher now and the leading runner the last 2 years. But he's backed up here. First down and 10, the ball on his own 10. Off the right side goes Drummond. Breaks it around the corner and gets about 4. Offensively for Philadelphia, it's Darwin, Shad, Alexander, Ron Salt, and Ron Heller up front, along with Keith Jackson back from his injury. Byers and Tony in the backfield, Ron Johnson and Chris Carter outside, and Greg Garrity, of course, Mr. Clutch, comes in on passing situations. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Byers. Not much there. Burt Grossman, Joe Phillips, and the linebackers filled quickly. Let's set that defensive lineup for you. It's Williams, Phillips, and Burt Grossman, the man who just made that tackle. Grossman has 3 sacks on the year. Billy Ray Smith, Plummer, Cedric Figueroa, and Leslie O'Neal. And we'll keep an eye on big number 91 all day. He is active. Bird, Seal, Glenn, and Bayless in the secondary, along with Lester Lyles and Elvis Patterson when they go to nickel and dime situation. 3rd down and 4. 3 wide receivers. Out of the shotgun, Byers is with Cunningham. And it's Byers who cannot hold on. They'll have to punt.
Keith Byers had a little shoulder problem earlier this week, and you figure when he has to reach up for a pass like that, maybe that shoulder's bothering him a little bit, but certainly when you realize how much the Eagles are going to count on that running game today, a guy like Byers has to have a big day, along with Chris Carter, a wide receiver.
John Telchik will be standing at his own goal line, so the Chargers look to have good field position coming back offensively. Wayne Walker is at his 45-yard line. There's pressure. It's a high spiraling punt that turns over. Walker will take it all the way back at the 36. So Telchik does a tremendous job with a 49-yard punt, and there is no return. So with 7:15 remaining first period, McMahon comes back on. He was 4 for 8 on the first drive.
Mobile communication.
Tim Brand along with Dan Jiggets with 7:15 remaining first period. The Chargers lead 7-0 as you look at Jim McMahon with his sunglass visor.
And here's a cartoon that was in today's newspaper. And, of course, it's making fun about Jim McMahon having blown his nose on that local writer. And sometimes you think that's childish behavior. Well, sometimes you also shrink the quarterback a little bit. And maybe everyone thinks that Jim McMahon is indeed an infant.
Looks just like you.
Got the headband, the spike there. He's all set.
1st and 10 at the 36. Play action from McMahon. Over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Jamie Holland. And Eric Allen had pretty good coverage.
Eric Allen had coverage that was tighter than the Mosquitoes wrestling jacket on that play. Only way Jimmy McMahon could have gotten that ball and was to go down there and hand it off.